Hey, it's Tuesday. You know what that means. Volume 3, Scents and Stanzas. Stick around. Hey, what's cracking YouTube? I'm Brandon, and this is Da Vinci's Alchemist. If you've been by before, welcome back. If this is your first time to my channel, every Tuesday night I drop a weekly fragrance playlist where I combine fragrances that I put on during the week with music that I hear or feel or think about whenever I put on those fragrances. So, this is Volume 3, Week 3. Thanks for coming and checking it out. So starting off the week on Wednesday, the fragrance was Nuit d'Issy by Issey Miyake. This is the Eau de Parfum version. Really good. Really kind of deep, rich, a little bit playful with like some cucumber fragrance going on. At least that's to my nose anyway. And when I put it on, I got sent way back, honestly, to an old track I used to listen to by a group called In Too Deep, and it was Back to the Hotel. So that was what was going on for me on Wednesday. So on Thursday, I was feeling a little New York. Now, I don't have Santal 33 by Le Labo. I have scent number 1 from Zara, which is pretty goddamn close to Santal 33 by Le Labo. Only this one costs like $17 at Zara. So I will be doing some reviews on Zara in the future because I really like quite a few of their fragrances and they are dirt cheap, dude. And this actually lasted a very long time. I know that some people have an issue with the longevity on this, but honestly, for me, the longevity on this thing was kicking, like all day long. Even after I took a shower, I could still smell that Santal 33 vibe going on. So because I had that New York thing kicking around in my head, there's this track by a band called Floater that immediately came to mind. Now, Floater is originally a Portland band. Pretty sure that they're well known throughout the rest of the country. Check them out on Spotify. Check them out on iTunes. It's a track called Alone. Speaking of Spotify, I am now going to start making actual musical playlists that are going to be available on Spotify. I will link down below in the description so you guys can check it out. And I will also link in the bio of my channel the previous week's musical playlists if you want to go and download or whatnot and check those out. I'll have them by title. So check those out for sure. Friday happened. End of the work week, baby. Was feeling a little rambunctious, which I usually do on Friday, and I recently got a delivery of a bunch of Parfums Vintage, and this particular one is Vanilla Intense. Now this is a clone of Aventus, but this is the more vanilla forward version of Aventus. Now, I have not had that older batch that had the stronger vanilla on it, but this is pretty awesome. This is really good. It definitely lasted all day, and the pineapple was really strong and intense, but the vanilla definitely came through. It did not disappoint. When I put it on, because Aventus is referred to as the king, and I know that Parfums Vintage does this whole lots of different batches that are a lot like the other batches of Aventus. This song from Annihilator back in the day popped up, and that's King of the Kill. It felt like it worked for me. It's a really intense song. It's metal, it's in your face, gets you going through your fucking day. So that's Friday. So on to Saturday, it's stupid hot out. Kind of muggy, a little thick. I actually reached for a fragrance that nobody knows about because I made it. So this one is what I'm lovingly referring to right now as Formula number 11. It's a little smoky, little sweet, little vanilla-y, little bit of citrus going on, that sort of thing. So this kind of made me feel and think about kind of like a dirty tropical vibe. And from that, the reggae song War Party came into my head from Eddie Grant. Now, I first listened to Eddie Grant when I was a kid. My parents introduced me to it. It's really, really badass old school reggae shit, man. Check it out for sure. And this, maybe in the future. So that leads us to Sunday. It was a pretty chill day. I went and hung out with my girl, and we went and did some shopping, and we ended up stopping by, and at this point, like at Sephora, and at this point I had not actually put on any fragrance, but I got me a little bit of Tom Ford's Black Orchid. Kind of threw that all over myself. Love Tom Ford Black Orchid. It is definitely not a cheap fragrance. I think you can get it on fragrancenet.com. A 1 ounce bottle, I believe, will set you back about $60. This will tell you here, right there. I was continuing with that Eddie Grant vibe. It just kind of stuck with me. Honestly, Black Orchid has this very funky sort of vibe to it, at least for me, and I friggin' love it. And so the song Electric Avenue by Eddie Grant, kind of one of his major popular songs, was bouncing around in my head, and I just had that vibe going. It was a really awesome day. It was a great day for Sunday. Tom Ford, Black Orchid, Eddie Grant, Electric Avenue. Once again, the dreaded work week starts Monday, but I wanted to hit the ground running, and I wanted something that was going to be a little bit brighter, a little bit more uplifting. So I reached for Dolce&Gabbana Light Blue. Now, I did a little switch up. I also added, as a layer to this, another one of the fragrances that I'm working on, which I have entitled Formula 14B, because it's a little bit of a revision. So the combination of those with all that badass citrus from Light Blue, with some of the appley, musky, leathery thing that I got going on with this fragrance that I made, it really amped up my day on Monday, and I don't know why. I kind of feel like I need help. Help me. It's holy shit. Not real proud to say this, but Grease Lightning from that fucking musical, yeah, went right into my head. Oh, grease light, burning, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. All day long. All day long. Grease Lightning in my head. Sorry about that. Well, now here we are on Tuesday. So the night before, on Monday night, I got home. I shot a video for a little bit of a review of some 4 fragrances from Zoologist, which will be up and coming. I'll have that out here in a few weeks. And upon shooting that video, one of the fragrances that I put on and tested or tried is Bat. I'm in trouble because I fell in love with this, and unfortunately my girlfriend thinks that it smells like balls. I mean, actually not even balls. Like, she thinks it smells like bat asshole, which I don't understand why she feels that way, because this, to me, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful composition, and unfortunately this is discontinued. I don't have a lot. I'm gonna use it sparingly, which will make her happy, and it'll make me happy because I'll have this for a while, hopefully. But I put it on this morning because I loved it so much last night, and all day I put 3 sprays of this on, and all day she came over after I got off work and she smelt it and she got mad and made me shower. When I put it on, the song Hunter by Bjork came into my head. It's a dark groove. This is a dark fragrance. It's got a certain feel about it, man, that song and this fragrance, and that was what I was feeling, was this very deep, damp, dark sort of place. And so that was Bat for me Tuesday. So there you have it. Weekly playlist, Scents and Stanzas, Volume 3. Thank you guys for sticking around and checking out the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That notification bell over in the corner, ding that son of a bitch, because next week, Volume 4, Sense and Stanzas, I'll have all these playlists up on Spotify. Thank you guys for sticking around. Hopefully you guys are having a good night. Hopefully you have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Keep calm, stink pretty.